and like to thank Ottawa County Parks for their outstanding park system that they have, nationally acclaimed. So, so I'm here to represent the Grand Ravines Dog Park. They're on 3991 Fillmore, here in the Jenison area.
So if they go on Cottonwood, when the road makes that swing to the left, as they headed to the lake, that's Fillmore.
Yes, that's Fillmore Street.
That's named after our last president, the late President Fillmore.
Very good. Very good. I did not know that.
You didn't?
One for you.
One for, yeah.
All right. So anyways, back in 2006, I had made a proposal to Ottawa County to fence off the 68 acres that were out there, not knowing what to expect. And I kept going to the meetings, and it was kind of persistence about the dog park, and brought up reasons why I felt as though a dog park was needed in that area. Back there at that time, we had approximately 3,000 registered dogs. That was in 2006, so we've got quite a substantial more now. But anyways, that was one of the reasons for the dogs to have a place to play, to get socialized together, and so they're not fenced in, so they're not running in other people's property. And it's been a successful park out there.
It took you quite a few years to get it done, though, did it not?
Oh yes, 2006 we initiated it, and then it's been open now for a year. So September of 2015 it opened up.
About 8 or 9 years.
So yeah, it took a good 9 years for Ottawa County to look into it and come up with a master plan.
That's a decade.
So yes, it is. So yeah, they came up with a master plan, and they had kept my contact information and asked me what I had thought of it, and brought a couple other dog park enthusiasts with me, and we met out at the Fillmore there, and showed us the master plan, and asked us what we thought of it, and was very happy with 21 acres that they agreed to fence off with trails. There's a big dog, a small dog, and an auxiliary area that they'll use for when maintenance is needed on the other areas, so that they can close down an area, let's say the big dog area, and open up the auxiliary area, or it can possibly be used for to be rented out for either parties or training or something like that.
So it's an interesting development. 3700 block, I believe you said.
3991 Fillmore.
We'll put that down. 3991 Fillmore. And are there hours of operation?
Yes, the hours of operation, 7 in the morning till dusk, or 8 o'clock at night.
No. But even if the sun stays up till 9:30 in the summer months, the gates close promptly.
Well, yes, no gates, but there are a double gated area to get into the park, yes. We are looking for a sponsor for the parking lot area to light up that area there at night, so that would be a big help.
How do you ensure serenity and tranquility on the part of your canine visitors to the great park? In other words, dogs are not necessarily the most peaceful creatures. They do have internal challenges. Yes,
and I have to be honest with you, there has been very few incidences between dogs out there. It's amazing how the dogs react on leash to off leash. Out there at the park, off leash, they play well. There's a lot of noise, which is play noise, and I think like they say, their bark is worse than their bite, and the bites are very few out there, if any. So they are very well get along together very well.
Visitors, human visitors to the park are protected, however, are they not? In other words, suddenly a pack of dogs will not move aggressively towards you.
Well, you need to remember that these dogs are running randomly. They'll just run anywheres. And one of the key things to remember at the park is to keep a bent knee. Keep your knees bent in case you do get run into by a dog. And it has happened because you get 6 or 7 dogs running together. They, like I say, they just run randomly, and accidentally it may run into you, and there has been some injuries out there with that.
No premeditated canine attack, though.
No,
Okay.
nothing on purpose.
How do you differ or protect the tiny dog, the Dachshund, for example, from the Saint Bernard?
Well, now that's up to the owner also. Like I say, there is a big dog in a small dog area. We suggest that the people with small dogs under 20 pounds, I believe is the rule, to take their dogs into the small dog area. Now, right now during the winter here, the small dog and big dog area are closed off because of the reseeding that they had done over the summer. So that should open up in the spring or later on in the spring. So they are, asked to, watch your dog. If you have a small dog, a lot of people are, they feel comfortable with the small dogs playing with the big dogs. So if they are not comfortable with the bigger dogs, I would suggest to try to keep them away, to stay on the other side of the park, or to bring them into the trailed areas where they're away from the other groups of dogs. So that would be just a suggestion, is to keep an eye on them, and because the big dogs, they do run random, and they can hurt the little dogs, and that's.
Are they posted? Are there posted instructions around so that first-time visitors, for example, can see some of the guidelines?
Yes, there are rules at the entrance of the park there. We have a big board of a list of the rules. And the rules can also be found on our Facebook page. I want to get that out there, that we do have a Grand Ravines Dog Park Facebook page that people can go to and write a review, post pictures, and read some of the comments from other visitors that have been there.
How much is the admission fee for both the canine and the human at this wonderful
Now,
park?
there's no admission fee. It
Free?
is a free park.
Oh.
And, I thank Ottawa County for that. And down the road, I can't talk about that, if they're, what their plans would be to have it a sticker to get into the park or not. I have no idea. But people are very appreciative. They're coming from all over, and Ottawa County had expected it to be a destination spot, which it has been. I've met people from out of state that have come up for the Holland Tulip Festival or the Coast Guard Festival, and have looked for a dog park and have come to the Grand Ravines. So it's been successful.
For someone who is hearing this and learning about it for the very first time and would like more information, could they call you and get that information?
They can contact me on the Grand Ravines Dog Park Facebook page would be the best. And it is hosted by the Ottawa County Clerk, Jessica, who is part of her job is to monitor that Facebook page. So any of the activities and events, any construction, which is going on right now, it can be found on that Facebook page.
All right, well, we've got all of that then. Your final statement or your recapitulation, the summary statement?
Well, I once again thank Ottawa County, and I know that with them behind this park, they're going to do a fantastic job, and they already have been. Like I say, they're doing construction out there now, and so the park is still open. We hope to see all of our canine friends out there, and enjoy the park, the trails, and.
And I couldn't help but think when you mentioned the sponsor that you might want to hit a group of veterinarians and form the veterinarians guideline group.
Yeah, well, we want to thank the Chow Hound, Jennison Hudsonville Community Foundation, the Allendale Animal Hospital, and also Talma's Furniture for all their financial support throughout since the beginning of the park.
So your project is not going to the dogs then?
It's not going to the dogs. Also, I want to thank the Ottawa County residents for helping passing the millage for the parks. And so that was a big contributor on how much was going to get done and when it was going to get done to the parks.
And on that note, we thank you, Jeff Larrabell, guideline personality for the canine world of Ottawa County. A
Great.
handshake across the table, good sir.
Thank you very much, Gil.
My pleasure.
See you at the park.
There you go. Jeff Larrabell guesting me, with me on the Georgetown Journal. Our program continues right after this. 11 minutes, 5
Oh.
seconds.